What's poppin'? It's your boy Mr. K Breeze, and I'm just vibing in the Riz Cos. You dig? Another episode of Everything and Nothing at All. On this episode of Everything and Nothing at All, I don't know what I want to talk about. Um, I just want to say I appreciate everybody that I've met so far in Atlanta, that I met in Charlotte so far. Hell yeah. I know what I want to talk about. I want to talk about I want to talk about something I learned in college. I always talk about shit that already happened to me because I feel like that's the best way to learn is through experience. And shoot, I want to convey something to you. You feel me? When I was in college, I went to two small schools, and one of the things that they used to harp on was the fact that you have small classroom sizes. When you have small classroom sizes, you're not just another number. You are you get more interaction with the teacher, and you have more interaction with your classmates, allowing you to learn better. Um, Now, I fussed and complained a lot about Charlotte because I'm just a bitch ass nigga. I'm sorry. Listen, man, I don't mean no harm. I love Charlotte. um, but what it allowed me to learn was, and I thought about it just like yesterday. I'm at the networking event. I'm networking. But I realized that had I not gone to Charlotte first and gone to a small market, I was going around talking to people at this networking event, and I realized that like everybody wasn't doing what I was doing. I tried to talk to every single individual in the room. I missed out. Some people ended up leaving, but I talked to everybody, and it really didn't matter who I talked to. I like my nigga. If I met people who were actors, producers, rappers, no singers, surprisingly, DJs. Programmers, people in IT, all that shit. So, but what Charlotte allowed me to do was because it's a smaller market, there's less people in an event like the one I was at for A3C. And when you're going around to a Charlotte event, it's easier to meet the whole room. And they teach you to meet the whole room. You feel me? So when I showed up to A3C event, I meet the whole room. To whereas there were other people, I'm like, how many people did you meet so far? He's like, 3. One chick was like, oh, I met like 5 people. They posted up on the wall like I was. But I'll admit, I was that nigga in Charlotte. Posted up on the wall, just smiling, looking at shit. But being in that smaller market, you get more hands-on experience. The people who are actually big names in Charlotte, people who are actually movers and shakers in Charlotte, they actually get an opportunity to get at you for a second and teach you some things. To where it's like you don't really get that much of I don't know, I'll find out, but I don't think you get that much interaction one on one with like a big name in Atlanta because like these niggas is big name. Like I had the opportunity to meet Mario the Mike Man and Spodioti and No Limit Larry, motherfucking Anthony Hamilton, motherfucking Mr. 704. I met the baby. Like you meet like I had the opportunity to meet everybody in Charlotte. So like everybody give you a little piece of game. Every time you meet somebody, they give you a little chunk of game, or they put you up on an opportunity, or they put you in position to learn something. So man, that was the greatest part about Charlotte. I was gonna post it, but I decided to just talk about it. Charlotte is a lot more friendly than Atlanta. Atlanta is it's a it's a major city. I don't really want to say it's big because it's about the same size as Charlotte for real. It's not that much bigger. It's just a matter of the amount of people, the amount of traffic, and the hustle and bustle. You know what I mean? It's really a lot of shit going on in Atlanta. To where Charlotte's like they're growing, they're becoming a bigger city. But they really put you up on a lot of game, and you get to learn a lot about you know what I'm saying. The industry and how to move. I came into this event, I was a superstar in that motherfucker. Why? Because because of Charlotte. Like I went to a small market, just like when I went to a small school. What they taught us at small schools was when a lot of times when the people were graduating from the two schools I went to, Central State and Southern Virginia, when they would leave and go to grad school, those students would be the best student at the grad school. Why? Because these students have the ability to not only collaborate with their classmates, they also interact with the teacher because they're used to interacting with the teacher. To whereas people who go to big universities, they're not really used to interacting with their professors. They're not really used to having to they have group projects, but it's not the same. You know what I mean? You can have a group project and like y'all can collaborate with the teacher at the same time. You feel me? Y'all can collaborate with other groups. You know everybody in the classroom's name, stuff like that. But the difference, and the same thing with Charlotte. The same thing with Charlotte was, like I said, the professors are the movers and shakers in Charlotte. The niggas who are doing shit. You feel me? Like Jay Holiday, Pragmatic. You feel me? They are actually doing shit. You feel me? You can't just run up on them niggas here. You can't just find them niggas in Atlanta, my nigga. You can't find like a nigga like Slim Hood. You can't find a nigga like Slim Hood here. Like the best producer in motherfucking Atlanta. You're not pulling up on this nigga. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who you are, nigga. Like you have to know somebody to just pull up on the best producer in Atlanta, or you have to be spending money, nigga. Or like this nigga wants to see you. If this nigga wants to see you, then you in a different realm. There it was a whole lot different. It's like you just find a nigga on Instagram, all right? Nigga have an event, pull up to the event. That's it. You feel me? But they teach you so much that you can use. Here's a piece of honesty. I think that anybody that is anybody who is feeling like they are plateauing in Charlotte, they should already be moving to Atlanta. Why? Because Charlotte is training wheels, my nigga. Like like there's some things I didn't learn in Charlotte that I needed to learn. And I don't want to say I regret it. I don't regret it or nothing. I think that I still have time. I'm only 28. I still got time to learn these things. So I think it's going to be huge for me to actually get the opportunity to learn these motherfucking things. Like it should be cake. Well, not cake. Let's not say that, but it should be a little bit easier because I know how to, like, when I was in the event, who the fuck taught me this? I forgot who taught me this. But while I was in the event, I was running out of people, right? I'm getting to the very last of the people that I need to talk to. And I'm talking to motherfuckers, and then all of a sudden I talked to one person, and I was like, who should I talk to? They pointed me to somebody else. I got to them, I was like, who should I talk to? They started pointing me to other people, and I'm like, this is how you do it, nigga. Like asking people in the room who they knew, you feel me? So that I can build connections, and I understand that, because before it was like, when I went to church, I'm just meet niggas. I'm like, yo, what's up? This nigga was popping. I'm pulling up on niggas just bouncing around like a little goofy motherfucker. But this shit allowed me to, it's like, my nigga, it's like I'm a savvy vet now, you know what I mean? Year 3 into this, well, finna be 4. Come next year. Like next year, August, it'll be 4 years of me doing this media shit. So, I'm coming around, man. This is my 4th year in the league. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to drop 50 on you niggas next year, you dig? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to have a Kobe game in this motherfucker. But it's, I ain't gonna lie, the shit's been hard. Like, I don't want to say I had a learning curve. It's just, when you don't know nothing and you know no one, I don't know. I had a lot of things going in college that made me somewhat a recluse, where like I just don't want to talk to people. And then I got in the industry where you have to talk, and then you get into marketing and actually networking. Is like that's all talking. So like now you have to get back out of this shell. You have to redevelop these skills. That I wasn't really great at to begin with, but you have to redevelop these skills and all these other kind of things. And it's like, okay, boom. Once you develop them, and I don't know why I think like this. I think so far like maybe 100 miles an hour when I probably should slow down. People tell me all the time I'm going nowhere fast, but I can't help it. I'm a million miles a minute nigga. Like I honestly feel like, and when I slow down, that's another thing I don't like. When I slow down, it's like, now I'm going too slow. Like now I have to, like, motherfuckers like, you need to work harder, you need to work faster. It's like, well, I don't in my mind, I need to go at my pace. I understand that the pace is going to have to increase, but I'm just going to keep going at my pace until I'm comfortable with it. Not comfortable with it, but I'm just going to go at my pace. That's it. Like, no more, no less. I'm going at my pace, handle business. I appreciate Charlotte, man. I believe Charlotte might have made me a whole ass monster right there. They don't know what they unleashed on these niggas, man. Charlotte might have made me a whole monster, nigga. So shout out to Charlotte, man. Shout out to North Carolina in general, man. I love that place. I love that place. I will be back, my nigga. Man. I love Charlotte. I love Charlotte, but I love North Carolina. Period. I can't wait to come back. Well, I can't wait to come back. I can, because I need to get like. Anyway, I love North Carolina. I think next, after Atlanta, after I get my shit together in Atlanta, the next move is either Texas or California or Vegas. I really been considering Vegas, but like, I don't know. I'm not too like, Vegas is last of the three. Vegas is last. So but Texas is first. I really, really want to go to Texas. I've been wanting to go to Texas for a minute. Actually, I went to Texas for my brother's. Well, you know what? That doesn't even matter. We're not even gonna go there. I want to go to Texas. But shout out to small markets, because y'all don't know that y'all are slowly creating monsters in your industry. The next thing is, if you feel like you've already become a monster in your industry in a small market, you need to move, because you're what you need, and this is just honest, it's not, like, you're not going to get it where you are. The only way to grow is to move. The only way to become better is to move. And I learned that a long, long time ago. The military does that. When you have a really, really good officer, he moves around a lot. They transfer him to a bunch of different spots where he's needed. You feel me? They never keep an officer in the same place. He'll be there like 3 years. But if he 5, they'll keep him 3 years. He's got great leadership skills, shit like that. 3 years, 4 years max. Then they ship him somewhere else, because he has the ability to transform programs. He has the ability to transform organizations. Now, am I saying I'm a beast? Yeah, nigga, duh. This your boy, Mr. K Breeze, man. Hug somebody black today, man. And ladies, I hope somebody loving eats that pussy. All right.